You know, walking around the flea market, I meet all kinds of people, and there are some of those folks that will tell me they have games. They just didn't bring them, or they had them in another storage shed or in another truck or something. And it's like, oh, okay, well, all right. I'll give you a phone number, right? Text me, call me, let's do this. Where can we meet? And, you know, great. You never hear back. You just don't ever hear back. It's such a rarity if you do. I won't say it's never happened, but it hardly ever happens. Well, it's happened. Got a text from a guy that I talked to a while back, and he's got games. He's got upwards of 100 games. He's not sure exactly how many, but he's not attached to these things. He's ready to let them go for like $1 a piece. He just wants these things gone. And I've got a picture from him. I can see kind of what we're working with there. Not a lot of sports stuff. Looks like some decent titles, but that wasn't all he had. He's still getting things out. So I have no idea what we're about to see, but we're going to go meet this guy and see what he's got. Hey man, how's it going? I appreciate you meeting me.
Glad to do it. You didn't really see what you wanted, a little bit of everything.
All right. You mind if I look through it real quick?
Oh, please do. Take your time there. About 85 autos.
Pretty cool. Game gear. So you got about 85 things.
Yes, sir.
So will you take 85 for it?
Yes, sir.
All right. Let's do it.
Thank
And
you.
if there's any issues, I'll give you a buzz. So we're back at the lair now. You know, I dug through some of that stuff, mostly just what was on top. Made sure that discs were in the cases. It was pretty much all there from what I could see. And what was really amazing was that it was in such good condition for stuff that was in storage. I mean, wherever it was in storage. So I think we lucked out there. Hopefully we've got some scratch-free discs. We got some stuff that's not going to need refurbishment. We can just rock and roll on it. I'm anxious to see what the numbers are on these things. We got $85 in the lot. You know, we agreed on $1 an item. So that's totally cool with me, but we got to plug these in and see what kind of numbers we got to work with. And before we do that, I want to dig through this box with you and really show you what all we got. Come on, let's go down to the workstation. So we're down here in the garage, the Mirage. Mirage? Can we say that? I don't know. It's a garage, and it's a pretty good sized lot here of stuff that we need to go through. Hopefully there's some pleasant surprises buried within. Come on, let's check it out. Copy of Borderlands. I mean, that's probably not terribly valuable, but good looking copy. These steel books were in here, and they were empty. I mean, these were given out as pre-order bonuses, I'm pretty sure, which might explain why there's nothing in them. Either way, I've got this game. I could have used the steel book for it. The most curious thing I saw just glancing over this stuff, you know, before I purchased it were these. You know, the Atari 400 carts. I mean, what in the world? These aren't cheap, all right? I mean, and I'm actually collecting heavy duty for this computer right now. Excited to actually see some retro stuff in this pile. I mean, we got a Super Thunderblade here, which I love. No manual in it, but honestly, my copy was just a cartridge, so this is an upgrade for me. Love this game. Fell in love with it in the arcade. Thunderblade is just fantastic. Now, Sonic 2 may be the most common Sega Genesis game out there. I don't know. But, again, it's just cool to see some retro in the pile here. Alright, so we got a Resident Evil. Great. X-Men Mutant Academy. I don't remember playing that. Tomb Raider Last Revelation. And hello, Dino Crisis 1. Now, I can't imagine that's a cheap game. I got if it was complete, but still, that's a pretty good game to find loose. Fast and the Furious on PS2. That one's pretty saleable. International Track and Field. SmackDown 2. That's still WWF. Barbie Race and Ride. Oh, what's this? What is this? What is this now? A Sega CD game. Battlecorps? I don't know. Never heard of this one. I had a Sega CD when it came out, man, and I still, even though I've been in it that long, I don't have that many Sega CD games. You just don't find them. Man, if this was complete. I want to know what this is. I gotta take a look at that. Here's some more loose ones, and it looks like they've got the guts with them, just no cases. Gun Bullet. Never heard of that. Project Overkill. Huh. Siphon Filter 2, both discs. Siphon Filter. I don't see an Austin Powers pinball in there. Cubert. Again, we got the, looks like we got the manuals and the backs to these, but no cases. So I should probably pick up some 25-cent CDs next time we're at the market and finish these out, because these could be complete. In fact, I will value them as such, because that'll be easy to do. Man, there's so many Tetris iterations out there. I don't think I've played this one. That'd be cool to own. Puznik. Kind of cool artwork. Broken Helix. Okay. There's a Mad Max car here, and this was a pre-order bonus when Mad Max came out on the PS4, Xbox One. So I don't know if that's worth anything, but we will value that and figure that in. Got a Mass Effect 3. Looks complete. Still has the code in there for the Reckoner Knight armor. That was awesome. The crossover with that and Kingdoms of Amalur. Injustice. I mean, these aren't expensive games, but they're cool games, right? We've got a couple of DS games here. One of these crappy hidden item games you find in the Walmart bargain bin. Genesis cartridge. Caesar's Palace. Connect Star Wars. SpongeBob Revenge of the Flying Dutchman. Gunmetal. Can you get more stickers on this box? A lot of these don't have their manuals. That's kind of disappointing. We got Star Wars, Obi-Wan. Again, no manuals in these. Golly. We got Just Dance 2014. It's got the paperwork in it. Those stay pretty saleable. Tetris Evolution for the 360. Now this looks pretty cool. Again, we're really diving in on some Tetris today. The box is boogered up. I'll have to replace that, but everything else looks pretty good. Yeah, that disc looks great. Okay. Well, that's not bad. I'm not sure if this is worth anything, but yeah, God, I just love Tetris. I really do. And THQ. That may be one to add to the shelf. I love horses, riders paradise. Yeah. This was $1 somewhere, and it just was again. It's complete. It's complete. Welcome to the ranch. Yeet. Calling your game I Love Horses. And the thing is, these sell. Who is honestly buying horse games out there? Okay. God, these are always so badly damaged when I find them too. And that's why I've never kept one of these. We've got 2 Steelbook Halo 2s here. And it looks like they're all there. It looks like everything's in it. 2 complete ones. The artwork on the back doesn't look that bad. But yeah, I've never kept one of these because they're always so beat up. And these cost a lot to ship too because they're heavy. So no idea what these are worth. Got the first Halo. If you don't have this, do you even have an Xbox collection? There's a Morrowind. That's pretty cool. And it looks pretty much complete. We got a manual in there. Ultra Bust a Move. I'm familiar with Bust a Move, but not this particular one. And it is complete. It's a fun game. I mean, I've always enjoyed Bust a Move. I don't know how far off the beaten path this goes, you know, in the gameplay, but I'd like to check this out. This may be interesting. Saints Row 4. Gat Out of Hell Re-Elected First Edition. More disc-only stuff. Kung Fu Chaos? Never heard of it. Look at this. Legend of Spyro, A New Beginning. It's a little dirty, but it really doesn't look very scratched. This could be something here. This may be decent. Got a Need for Speed Most Wanted. Not complete. Bummer. Toxic Grind. I mean, that looks cool. And it is complete. And this is like a BMX game or something? I don't know. I never played that. Got a Star Wars Battlefront. It's complete. Those are really dwindling in value, but still, in that condition, that's good. And Sonic Mega Collection Plus. I've got this on PS2, but it's not complete. Let's say maybe an upgrade to have it for Xbox, but this is not a complete copy. Still, though, somebody's going to be hot after that, I guarantee you. Bruce Lee Quest of the Dragon. Now, I don't know on that. I do not know on that. That sounds pretty cool. It looks cool. Probably beat 'em up style. Never played it. DDR Ultra Mix. You know, people are buying these up. We've talked about this recently on the show. These Guitar Heroes, fitness games, people are starting to pick them up. Fable is complete. I like to see that. And a Crash Nitro cart. Yes, it's complete. My PS2 copy, I just got a box for finally, and it's still not complete. And that looks good. That looks good. That's going to be an upgrade for me. Another Halo, not complete. Soul Calibur 2. Good to have the variants on that game for sure. May hold on to that. That's a cool game. So there you have it. That's about a stack right there. And whew. Yeah, the money's definitely there. There's definitely some keepers there. We will get into what those are. Still a lot to do as far as the numbers go. And probably the most curious thing in what he had was this bag. This Sega Game Gear carrying case. And I opened it up. There's no system in it. And, you know, he told me that there wasn't. But we do have a charger in there with the hookup for it. So if this works, you know, those are worth a little bit. I have one, so I don't need one. This is probably about, you know, 30, 40 bucks right here in this condition. That's really not bad. It's a really cool piece. I don't have this case though, so it's like, oh, you just want to keep it all sometimes. After entering all these games into the pricing app, and it's quite a list, the total value comes to $674. Now that sounds like a lot, and not because it's fluffed, but because it's not taking into consideration the closing costs and the shipping expenses required to move this stuff. With that and the values of the extras also figured in, I estimate the total we could net out of all of this to be about $245. We're in it at $85, so we will see about $160 in profit if we sell it all. We could triple our money. And now it's time to have a little fun with the stats this application offers. I love this part. The most valuable game in this lot? Well, it's a tie for first between Battlecorps on the Sega CD and Resident Evil 1, both weighing in at $26 for disc-only copies. Not hard to believe, really. I mean, Resident Evil never stopped being hot. It just didn't. And there's not many non-sports Sega CD games out there that aren't at least a little bit pricey. And the award for the most worthless game in this lot, and this is a record right here, Caesar's Palace on Sega Genesis, coming in at only $1. Never seen a game on this app lower than $2. I mean, how bad could this be to be so worthless? I know good and well it's very common, but dang, you know, I don't dislike casino games. I don't really lean towards them either, but this isn't awful. It's no less janky than anything else, you know, like this from this era. Horse racing, there's some video poker, slot machines, you know, everything you'd expect. This may not be Golden Axe, but it beats a sharp stick in the eye. And now on to the Metacritic scores. The greatest game in this lot, based on the Metacritic scores, is Halo, weighing in at a mighty 97, even outscoring Modern Warfare 2, which is of course a masterpiece FPS in its own right. The worst game in this lot, and this was surprising, it's Bruce Lee, Quest for the Dragon, petering out at a sickly 32. I mean, now how bad could this honestly be? I mean, at a glance, it's really not that bad, but it keeps getting hung up mid-battle like it's loading or something. And it's not skipping or anything. I mean, the disc is fine.
The animations are okay. I mean, I don't know. I'd need to play it more, but 32, that's rough. I mean, that's like cult classic levels of bad. Anyway, in conclusion, there is a lot of fun to be had in this lot. And plenty of keepers too. My OG Xbox collection isn't as big as I'd like it to be, so I'm snagging a few of these I want, as well as some other odds and ends, and with the obvious imminent profit here, I will have added these to my collection at no cost to me.
So there you have it. A great grab, a great lot. Cool stuff going into the collection at no cost to us, and lots of room there to make some money to put back into the project. That's what we hope for each and every time, each and every outing, and there's more outings coming your way soon. The game hunting will not stop here. So many more quests to embark on, and I want you here for each and every one of those. I want to know what you think about all these that you're seeing. I want to know what you thought about everything that you saw here in this episode today, and I want you to leave me a comment in the comment section of this video, because you know that I was getting a conversation going with you right here on the Emceemur Show, something that we do a lot of. I hope that you liked this video. Hope you're going to drop a like on this video. Most importantly, if you have not already done so, hope you're going to subscribe to the Emceemur Show and be a part of our nation, because we're rising up all the fantastic things we do right here on the show. You need to be a part of it. Make sure that you smack that notification bell. You're always the first to know when new content goes live, content just like this one right here. So much more action coming your way. We're going to be hitting the market again. We never come away empty-handed. It's like you always know there's going to be fun stuff to look at right here on the show. That's why you got to be here and in on this action each and every time. Thanks so much for watching. Emceemur signing off for this fantabulous episode, and I will see each and every one of you again on the next one.